first down, it's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Second down and 8.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important. Third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I don't believe that that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack.
Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Tannehill. Pressure comes and down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. On the return is Williams. The 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Ready? 11. Check 31.
Here's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Hey, what's the ball? 51 Mike 51. Touchdown.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Burrow looking to pass. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's 3rd and goal now. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans force the turnover They'll take over at their own 27. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how to...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Melvin Ingram able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Williams to return. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From just shy of midfield, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
You don't want that, baby. You don't want that. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want
And that'll set them back 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wide up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone, probably. Should have been. Third down coming up. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Either not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
3 yards remain for second down.
To throw is Tannehill.
A check down here for Henry.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First down. Here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Chris Barnes.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase
with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second down now, it's Henry. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They keep it with Henry on first down.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Williams to return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it go again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard, big hold of the 30. And some room to work. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to it. And that's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced
confidence by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check, 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 check. 53 to Mike. 53. Check, 53. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Burrow will throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Off play action, Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again to Henry. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Lock.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Tannehill. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Tannehill. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Bullock's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense, and they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Cincinnati. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DJ Reader in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From midfield now, Burrow. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. McPherson now for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Tannehill on 1st down. He'll get this complete to Batson. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. From the 41, Tannehill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Bengals, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss, and they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.